Well, that was rude. My tablet ran out of memory. So, as I was saying, when we are dancing, drumming, singing, writing, painting, all of these activities, the lighting of the candles, especially repetitive action, what we're doing is reinforcing that pattern of the visualization, of the intent, of the larger idea of what is it that we wish to manifest. And part of it is also disconnecting that part of our brain that gets a little too heavy-handed or a little too busy. It's the nagging voice that's like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work, or oh my god, I hope it works. Like the part, the happy puppy dog that you do not, or the angry puppy dog, depending on which one it is, that is distracting you from the flow, right? Uh, Even if it's, you could be chanting, knit one, purl two. There's something in that repetitive thing. It's not that you're actually concentrating knit one, purl two, but it becomes this pattern, this rhythm. And I don't consider that charging either. We'll throw those scare quotes in there. I consider that doing the work. It's part of what, I don't want to say activates. It puts it into motion. It brings it into reality from that point in your mind, in that connection with spirit, and manifests it. And not everything needs that. Not everything needs to be danced or sung or drawn. You can simply resolve things in a dream state. You can breathe and let it go. But that little bit of action, or that lot of action, depending on what is needed. So if I'm breaking out candles, if I'm breaking out dance, if I'm doing things in my own personal practice when I'm not working with other people, if I break out the stuff, I call that the big guns. Because if I'm just finding that the simple task of doodling that sigil, or thinking about it, or a simple breath isn't doing it, or I just really feel like I need to pull in more, then I'll do that. But I still recognize that even within thought, I am manipulating the world around me. Right? Think about thought. It is neurons firing. It's electricity moving through your body. It's my brain telling my mouth to do this thing, and my hands to, oh, okay. This is totally the Mediterranean thing, and we'll blame that on the spirits or genes or something. Anyway, so think about really what is the essence of magic, and it all starts with you. And you can do it by simply thinking, or if you need to, right? If you want to, you can add those other layers, that you can bring those things in. And if you want to bring other people in, and then this is where coven working in groups, pairing up with other people can be really powerful if you're working in harmony, that you all have that same vision, or some relative. Everybody seeing the elephant from different sides sometimes can be really helpful if everyone has their eyes open instead of just kind of feeling around it. It helps to bring things in quicker. So think about that. Instead of looking outside of yourself to make magic happen, start inside and then determine what are these elements that you're using, what is the other people. Are you doing it to, okay, well, it happens to be a full moon. I mean, you don't have to do something just because it's a full moon, or a new moon, or the 23rd% of the waxing gibbous crescent. Who gives a shit? You do things because you need to do them in the time required, but you can certainly, it's like sailing a boat. Sometimes it's just easier to go with the wind than against it. And so that bit of manipulation that's required a little bit more mental gymnastics. Changing and shifting the pattern might be necessary in order to accomplish the goal. But it all still starts with you, and it's not that you have to exhaust yourself to do it. You simply are working with what's already there. So think about that for a bit. And I'll finish that up. Maybe this is the second 3 minutes of Witchcraft. I didn't set the timer again because whatever. So anyway, it's almost the solstice. We just had St. Lucy's Day. The 13th was just around the corner. I know I should make these evergreen, but fuck it. So this is a time about illumination, and it's a time about recognizing the darkness as well and embracing it. So why not both? So as those of you who are in the Northern Hemisphere are working towards the winter solstice, think about that hibernation energy and what does it mean to get dark, and what does it mean to think about death, right? And ancestors, all these different things. And for those of you who are in the Southern Hemisphere, it's that power of the light, but it's also, again, that little bit more darkness. So it's always a balance. Sometimes that balance is extreme. And now I'm going to shut up. So hope you're all enjoyed this. And again, if you have thoughts or questions, you can put them below. Thanks so much. Bye.